On that late night in Rio de Janeiro in 2014, the lawn of the Maracana Stadium was covered with golden confetti. A young boy with an immature face, like a high school student, held a FIFA World Cup trophy, football's highest honor, with a pure and innocent smile. Mario Götze became Germany's savior overnight. His breathtaking chest control and volley in extra time shattered Argentina's dreams. Tonight, accompanied by the gentle flicker of firelight, let us walk into the real story of his life through this soothing tale. The whole world once believed this was just the beginning of his dominance, the coronation of a new football legend. Yet fate is most treacherous. It always quietly takes away your trumps when you think you own everything. That winning goal turned out to be the last and most dazzling twilight in Mario Götze's life. Listen to the final whistle blowing from afar. It was not a beginning, but the prelude to a long farewell. If you traveled back to Dortmund in 2010, you would witness a genius regarded as a gift from heaven by Jurgen Klopp. In the black and yellow ocean of Dortmund, Mario Götze was like an elf with eyes on his toes. He needed no hesitation. His physical instinct always delivered the most elegant moves before his mind could think. People called him Super Mario. Beneath such smooth success, fragility deep inside him quietly sprouted. At the age of 21, he made a shocking decision for the whole of Germany, joining fierce rival Bayern Munich on the eve of the Champions League final. In an instant, he fell from Dortmund's beloved treasure to a traitor condemned by the entire city. Alone in his late-night apartment, listening to fans burning his jersey outside, he felt the burning pain of fame for the first time. He thought Munich would offer a higher platform, unaware he was stepping into a cold, indifferent labyrinth that never belonged to him. Trapped in the tactical system of a top giant, he gradually lost his most precious genius and inspiration, reduced to a replaceable mechanical cog. It was the first crack in his life. He tried to rationalize football with logic, only to watch his inspiration slip through his fingers. That winning goal in 2014 was actually a grand, gorgeous joke played by fate on Mario Götze. Before sending him on the pitch, Coach Lowe told him, "Go prove to the world that you are better than Messi." Götze fulfilled the mission. In that single second, he truly stood above all legends. Yet life after returning home never followed the perfect script of eternal glory. Sitting on Bayern's bench, he felt his body grow heavy as media headlines changed from national hero to overrated failure. He suffered from constant exhaustion, not from training, but a deep, unavoidable emptiness rising from his bones. He worked harder than anyone. Strict dieting, extra training, consulting psychologists, but his body turned into a rusted machine, refusing to obey his will. In countless quiet nights, he replayed that legendary goal over and over, trying to recapture the magic of that moment, only to find the 19-year-old boy in that jersey had become a stranger, like a phantom from a past life. He fell into a vicious cycle. The harder he tried to prove himself, the faster his body collapsed. In early 2017, a strange medical diagnosis put an absurd end to years of struggle for Mario Götze. Metabolic myopathy, in simple terms, meant his body betrayed his soul, no longer allowing him to endure high-intensity running. Public mockery turned into sympathy overnight, yet this pity weighed far heavier on him than abuse. Sidelined indefinitely, he returned to his starting place, Dortmund, for treatment. During those long, forgotten days, Götze faded completely from the football pitch, sitting by the clinic window, watching children playing football on the street. His obsession with competition slowly melted away. He finally understood that one miraculous winning goal had used up all his luck for a lifetime. The years that followed were meant to teach him how to live as an ordinary man. He learned meditation, and in long moments of stillness, he began to hear the steady beat of his own heart. Forced stagnation caused by illness allowed him to see his true self for the first time, beyond the glamorous label of football prodigy. Mario Götze still plays football today, yet far from the center of the spotlight. Playing for PSV Eindhoven in the Netherlands and later Eintracht Frankfurt, he is no longer the match-winning superhero, but a calm, gentle playmaker. His pace has slowed, his explosive flashes are rare now, But he is far happier than he was at 2-2. And no longer bursting with wild passion after scoring, he wears a faint, serene smile that sees through vanity and glory. He married, raised a child, and devoted more time to family and simple, peaceful moments. He once struggled desperately to hold on to that summer night in Maracana, only to realize peace and warmth lie on the quiet shore. When talking about that legendary goal in interviews, he speaks calmly, as if telling someone else's story. He accepted the dislocation of life brought by chronic illness, and found a new, gentle rhythm within it. And no longer the national savior, he finally broke free from his heavy cross, and became a truly free man. In the end, we return to that night covered with golden confetti. Would Mario Götze have lived a happier life if he had never stepped onto the pitch that night? If that goal had never happened, he might have enjoyed a longer, more stable career as a superstar, yet he would never have understood the impermanence of life. That sudden end to his peak, that mysterious physical illness, became the most profound life lesson fate ever gave him. He shows the world how a man who conquered everything can gracefully surrender to time and his own body. Now, he may sit quietly on his terrace, watching the sunset sink behind the clouds, accompanied by this quiet story. Tonight, let us embrace the lessons of peaks and valleys, gain and loss, and close our eyes gently, let go of lost luck, and stop regretting those unrepeatable glorious moments. On this peaceful night, may you, amid the ups and downs of fate, find your own long-awaited peace. Good night.